Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Now we're currently doing the series on our coast to coast trip, so I thought in this one I would show you what kit I took with me for that trip, so it might help you planning your trip. So we'll start off with obviously the tent that I used, and that was the MSR Hubba NX1, which I packed in this little stuff sack, which keeps it nice and compact and small, so it's quite easily go into my rucksack. And obviously there are your poles. So yeah, I just put them in the side. Now sleep system, I use the Rab Stratosphere 4 sleep mat. It's got a really good R rating. It's got a fibre layer in it, and this was absolutely brilliant out there. And it's not that heavy either. It's really compact, and yeah, really good mattress. On top of that, I used the Leviathan EV900 from OEX. I know you probably think, yeah, it's a four-season bag, but yeah, it kept me snug and warm because there were a couple of cold nights, especially when we were in Keld. It was 2 degrees that morning, so that kept me really snug and warm. Now pillows, I used this one. It is a High Couture, whatever it's called. It's a blow-up one. It's got this fabric cover on it, which is really good. And I also use, I can't find it at the moment, but it's the I think it could be in here actually. The where is it? There it is. The Cocoon travel pillow as well, because I like to have 2 pillows, because I don't think one's enough for me, so I use that as well. So again, really tiny. It only weighs about 50 grams, does this thing. And yeah, so I use those 2 pillows. Now, what I wore at night, obviously this little cotton hat. It's double laid little hat. So I wore that every night and took it off on 1 or 2 occasions because I was too hot. So that was that. Jammers. Now these leggings doubled up as jammers as well as day leggings. I didn't really wear them during the day at all on the trip. I didn't bother with them. So I was quite lucky because the weather was quite good. So I just put them on at night, just to keep warm, just around camp and in bed. And yeah, and for my top, I wore my long sleeve Rab base layer for bed. Again, small, lightweight. Now clothing during the day, I took 2 tops with me. I took my Rab base layer, a short sleeve one, and I also took my mountain equipment base layer as well, which is really good. And for the days that weren't so warm, I had my Rab sort of fleece jumper top, which were really good. And I wore my shorts as well. I haven't got them out here, but my little shorts, they had like a lycra, a luminous lycra, and obviously lightweight. They're kind of like running shorts, but they were really good. And at night around camp, I have my Rab down jacket, which was again really warm. So that was that. Now moving on to, I also took my Rab trousers with me as well, but I never wore these. But I just kept them in there just in case. We had some rough days. I mean, yeah, we had a couple of bad days, but it wasn't cold enough to to warrant wearing them. I also took a foam sit mat as well, which I used a lot. Yeah, while we're out there. Midgie net for your face. I didn't use this, but I had it just in case. I'm a knee brace as well for doing the descents. I wore this on a couple of occasions in the Lake District coming down. So I had that to help my knee, and that really did help. Wetproof, I had a Trespass wetproof, which was easily just stuffed in the front of my rucksack there. So that was really good. What else is there? Yeah, sealskin socks, which I wore every day. I just hung them in my tent at night to dry them out, and these were absolutely superb. And then round camp and at night I had a normal pair of just everyday black socks, which I wore in bed at night. So that's all I took with me socks wise, and that worked well for me. On my feet, I wore these Carrymore uh, Carousel Trail Runner. 35 quid from Sports Direct with these, and you know what? They were absolutely superb, really, really good, and I can't fault them. They were really, really comfortable, and I ended up with one blister, but that's my own fault, not because of these. But they were absolutely superb, them, and I would highly recommend these Caramel ones. Like I said, 35 quid from Sports Direct. You can't go wrong at those prices. Sunglasses, this cap, fold away cap. No, I had this, but it was on my head every day. I didn't take it off, and yeah, again, that was absolutely superb. Brew kit. So obviously tea, coffee, sweeteners, powdered milk, as well, all in here. So obviously a bag of powdered milk, coffee, tea bags, and everything else went in there. So yeah, so you can have a brew. What else have we got? Right in here, we've got your chargers and your power banks. And I had 2 power banks that I took with me, and yeah, just kept swapping between them. A lot of the campsites were right. You were able to charge your power banks, so I was never short of power. But if we were, there was one occasion we needed this, just my solar panel, just hooks to the back of your rucksack, and that charged a power bank pretty much 3/4 full for the day that we were hiking. That was in cloudy weather as well, and it's really, really lightweight, and packs down small and easily tucked just into your rucksack. So again, I would highly recommend a solar panel. My water filter, which I didn't really use to be honest, is the B3 one, which I've used before. Took it with me, used it maybe once, but I was able to get access to water from, well, plenty of places like campsites and the cafes and the pubs we went to. So I didn't really use that, but it's well worth having. Speaking of water, I had a bottle like this, which I use for powdered milk, and the normal sort of pot bottle, which I use kept full for water. So that was really good. Cup wise, I use my my rubber packable cup, which again is really, really lightweight. Cook system, I use my Jetboil, which again was just absolutely superb. Yeah, brilliant. I can't recommend the Jetboil enough. And trekking poles, these are the Trail Buddies. And if you don't use trekking poles for the coast to coast, I would suggest using some, because these were never out of my hands. I needed these on large parts of the coast to coast trail, and they helped massively. So I would definitely recommend getting some hiking poles. So moving on to my rucksack, I use the Osprey Talon 33 litre, and this, there's plenty of room in this for everything that I needed. So a brilliant rucksack. And I'm in little pockets. I've got my head torch. On the other side, I've got things like chargers and my spork, and just a few other personal items in there. And in the back here, I've got my tent lamp, which is really, really good, really lightweight, superb piece of kit. It's the Goal Zero Lighthouse Micro. Really, really good light. It's got a torch on there and a button, so you can have it a full light or half. I mean, that worked well. I only needed to charge this once. What else we got in here? Citronella incense sticks, which I use these a lot for midges around the tent. Kept them away. It was brilliant, that. Obviously painkillers, spare bootlaces, earplugs. Yeah, definitely use them. And and everything else I've shown you. So toothpaste, deodorant, things like that. I mean, micro towel, I used this one from the Mountain Wearers. That worked really well, did that, as a little towel. And yeah, so that was that. Obviously, I've got things like bite and sting cream, Savlon, antihistamine tablets, and stuff like that. But everything that you see here is what I took, plus food. We had like super noodles and a few other little snacks, and everything fit in here beautifully. And obviously got the trail guides there as well. And yeah, it's a really comfy rucksack. Only weighed 11 and a half kilograms maximum. That's with food and water, so it was easily manageable. And yeah, brilliant rucksack. All my kit worked beautifully, and I think that's it. Yeah, yeah, that's everything. So yeah, so that's everything I took on the coast to coast. I didn't miss anything. I was quite comfortable with what I've got here, and yeah. So if you've got any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section, and that's all. So so yeah, thank you very much. Take care and bye bye.